because there was an issue with the link. I'm just sharing that again. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened there. I've shared the latest link. You can use that. I think there was some problem with YouTube on posting that link. Hi Bruno, hi Raman, hi Vasudha, hi Amit, hi Mr. Kulwant Singh ji, hi Deepak, hi Reddy. I don't know what happened that there was some issue going on with YouTube. So I posted the new link now. You should be able to access. All right, so let me just share my screen properly and then we can get started. All righty, I am stop sharing and sharing again the screen. All right. Okay. Hi Vikram. Hi Neena ji. Hi Amit. Good evening. Hi Nagaraj. Hi Arish. Hi Harry. Hi Srini. Hi Satya. Yep, I'm doing good. Hi Jingalala 86. Hi Swetful. Hi Suma. Hi Irene. Hi Neil Shetty. Hi Raghu. Hi Dev. Good evening, all of you. I hope you all had a decent week, Monday and Tuesday. And if you are struggling or if you had a bad trade, you should always come out with your mistake. No, I had a good day's rest, Ahmed. Yesterday I was able to sleep, so I'm happy. I'm happy for that. Because when you get late, you get tired. You can feel that tiredness in your voice. But when you have a good rest, you can always good. And yes, good trades always makes you positive. All right, so let me just scan the inside days from my watch list. FTX CCL UAL, which is all right. Let me do one more. There's one scanner which I've mentioned multiple times, open low high, and Google was there today. Open 2648, high 2648. And it gave you almost 100 points, 2551. So great, Tom. Maybe it's a funny name, Jingalala, but it's fine. So Google has done that really, really well. VMware open and lower same, and it went on to make 2% move and was looking good. I also want to do one more scan today. It's inside, double inside bar. Just want to check if there's any double inside day trades. Not in my watch list. Let me just do that in my watch list only. Okay, no, nothing is there today. And let me just check any bullish or bearish flows. Nvidia had some bullish flows of the ratio 11 million. Baba had some. Apple definitely had some. And on the bearish side, Tesla, Team, Google, HD. Yeah. So nothing much to worry about. And one more thing, which I just want to show you how to read these spy calls, especially people who don't understand. Hi Raj, hi Manish, hi Tanuja. You see right here. First of all, when you're looking at the spy puts or any kind of puts, I'm taking SPY as an example because SPY is a little more liquid compared to any other ticker. You need to clearly see the same strike price. So right now, this is a strike 430 for 418. And you see the price, and these were all taken at 4355, like in about 2 minutes. 138,000, 139, 104, 270. They're trying to buy these in, but they are not very significant amount. So you can keep a note of it, but you should not trade on that. On the contrary, you have 422 puts. These are 422 puts, okay? And these puts, they were 1500 added right in the morning, 9:37, 9:39. They were added. Now keep account, 1500, 217, and 1000, 27,000, 2700, 3500, and about 4000. Look at them getting closed. 1049, 1000, 2040. These were opened and these were sold. They opened at $5 and they closed at around 687. It means those positions were netted out, and these positions were closed right at the last minute, the heaviest. It means that people who were making puts, they were happy with the profit and they were not anticipating anything more on the downside. They closed it. I just want to show this. Here, the IV is still the same. They were not going higher. If the premium was getting higher, IV should also go higher. It was not happening. That is the main reason they closed these positions. And I'm expecting market to go higher tomorrow. I'll come to that, but this is really important, which I wanted to show. You should always see for the same strike, same direction, call or put, and look at the count of this. Tomorrow, if you're going to see this, you will find zero open interest for all these transactions. All right. So this does not tell me anything that tomorrow is going to be super bearish or it's going to be bullish, because these positions were closed right at the minute. So now we should go back to our charts and see what else we can figure out. And again, we have very little presence today. 45 people. I don't know whether you like my understanding or you do not like my understanding or my charts or something. But if few people are going to be there, then there's no point. I do not want to spend time of my own, taking my health into consideration, my family time. I'm spending here so that people can use it. If you're not going to be there, there's no point doing this. Okay, so let's start with levels. We are almost ready with important levels. This was inverted head and shoulder setup, which we thought. We tested 43. Again, we failed at 61%. We came back to 38. We bounced a little and then we failed to 23. This was the area 4382, where it should bounce, and it bounced last night and it's going to bounce tomorrow. That's my understanding of it. And we'll be making this direction. So 4668, which is my target. I'm still eyeing for it. I was expecting that, yes, we could have this this week, but I think it's going to take one more week, but we are moving towards that direction for sure. Tomorrow morning, we have Jpm earnings, and Jpm earnings should be all right. If they are bad, then there's a gap on Jpm which needs to be filled around 124. So I am right now not bearish on what you call ES. I am expecting a positive bias. And if you look at the Heikin-Nishi candles as well, see, we were going down with the flat top, but we are not making a newer low. Instead, we are coming back to the 34 EMA. And by the morning, this candle should turn into a different thing. Yes, Ms. Rajkar, CPI, as I mentioned yesterday, CPI is baked in. And let me just spend 1 minute here. Clear. So CPI, my estimation was it should come around 8.8 to 9-ish. And majority estimation was 8.5. It came as 8.4, which was positive. Second, this thing was priced in and market has already corrected from 45,600 all the way to 43,82. Second important thing, which is right here, is the 50 basis point hike. Now, we all have been told by Mr. Bullard that we are going to have a 50% basis point hike. Now, it was evident that they're also looking to go for June as well. But with this 8.4, I believe the next CPI will be little tame, maybe about 7.9. And we may have already peaked out on CPI. So the possibility of another 50 basis point is reduced significantly. So if that is reduced, I think we have a clear opening in the market. There is no hurdle anymore. This is expected now, 50 basis point. So market should simply take that into consideration. This is a positive event which happened today, that market is now going to have not to worry about 50 basis point and will stick with 25 basis point. No, Raj, there is no point sell in May and go away. No. Like people used to say, April is a good month, but as of now, April, we have already seen some drastical moves on the downside. So seasonality works once in a while, but not always. Every person has a different objective or perspective in seasonality. So coming back to ES. So ES, it's not making a newer low. It is bouncing off very important area, 43.82. And in my Telegram group, that's the reason I posted that I'm going long on Amazon. Nagesh, balance sheet reduction, we have already discussed that when it will come in May, it will have impact. But from today to May, we have still a couple of like 3 to 4 weeks. So we have time to address market, and there's no hurdle as of now for the market. I am expecting market to go higher. And for that, let me go back to my sheet and post some levels. Now I am neutral to positive. I'm not short in this market. Buy only above 4,500, which is already there. Stop loss, the 4,400, sorry. This came, so it should be 4,400.05. Stop loss is 43.82. Targets 44.20, which is there. 44.65, this area to 75. If we somehow manage to hit this area, I think we can really go higher from this. So 44.20, if breaks, expect aggressive up move. On the neutral side, 44.05 is my stop loss. Sell below 4382, and targets we can expect is, let me go back to the normal candles just to see the levels. We can expect 43.80 to 43.60, 43.30, 43.30. 43.60, 43.30. possibility is 30 to 70%. And this weekly evening star, which we discussed last time on ES. See, this was a weekly evening star and it came out perfectly well. Now, if you want to ignore it, it's your choice. If you want to consider it and go more short, then it's your choice. Right now, it tested the level which it's supposed to. Like the body of this candle is already covered here. So I will not go short until it breaks 43.82. That's why I'm keeping all my positions with a stop loss of 43.82. Right now, I only have Amazon on the longer side. Raj, never ever average options. Never ever. I would never recommend anybody to average option. If you are losing, it's better to cut out. So on the downside, we have 43.30 and 43.60 area as our clean areas. Bias is 70 positive, 30 negative. QQQ, same, neutral to positive. So we had a target of 340. Again, weekly evening star. I'm just removing them because now it's done on QQQ. It has a bearish engulfing today, which is a fact right here, but it is trying to regain the regression channel. The trend is converging negative. So this is an important area where we need to be very clear whether we are going down more or we need to see some significant bounce. Right now we close at 340, 339 area. So I would love to go long on QQQ. And I'm looking at 344. So love to go long QQQ at 340.75. My stop loss is 338.50. My target is 344 and 350. Like all the targets from short will now become the targets for long. And I'm 70%. I'll give it 60% because we have banks tomorrow. On the lower side, I would love to sell this below 338.50. And what could be my targets? I should see. Yeah, I should see 333 and 329. 333, 329.50. Apple, which was one of the strongest stock today, held on to that and a component in QQQ. So we should see some positive momentum on Apple, Tesla, Amazon. And if they are up, they'll somehow manage triple Q. It will not fall down as of now. There are not any gaps currently in ES, but SPY has gaps at around 4,000. Apple did our target yesterday, 164. So Apple should be good. That's why you see the importance of all the Fibonacci levels. It's really important. Today, it managed to close above 167 and tested. So now I am positive it made a higher high, higher low, and a dodgy from top to bottom. Tomorrow, if we can get above 168, I think it's really, really good. I am neutral on Apple now. Buy above 168. Stop loss, I'll keep today's low 166.60. 50. Target is going to be 170.84. 85 and 172.20. And this should become green because we are buying on Apple. It tested our target bang on, and now it reverses from there. We should respect that and go long on Apple. AMD, AMD was short on sell on rise as I mentioned, and it tested 95 perfectly today. If you look at AMD, it hit 95 area. People were not expecting AMD to hit that area, but it did. And now we are coming to a full breakdown zone on AMD. It is sell on rise. There's a very big, what you call bearish candle today. The price action was seriously negative. Unless like if you really want to do one thing, that you're targeting a gap fill or you're targeting a gap towards the EMA, that could be one possible move, but it is still sell on rise. Ubrino, I have been saying regarding Microsoft since 311, it is a sell on rise, and it has come down from 311 to 280 today. So let it go on Microsoft. It will. It's similar to like sell on rise. Every time it's going to go up, market, we should be selling it. Raghu Kumar, you need to watch the videos. I cannot repeat all these things again and again. I'm doing it right away. If you cannot focus it, then brother, I cannot do anything with that. Yes, they have been seriously downgraded. Again, I'll answer all these things once I'm finished with my analysis. Otherwise, I get distracted and I lose the momentum. So AMD, I really want to sell it and come back on the longer side only after later stage. But as of now, it has tested this area for me, which is 95. So I may take a small stop loss here and try to do a long on AMD. But again, if it comes to 105, I will sell this. I'm not positive on AMD, but I want a better price to sell AMD. Buy near 95.40, 93.30. Target is 99 and 105. 60%. Again, I am just saying I will see a seller on AMD if it comes higher. Seller on AMD at 105, not at this price. Amazon did like for last 2 days, it's holding that 3006 level, but it's comparatively doing better. Again, it's a bearish engulfing candle for sure. Let's look at the volume again in this just to make sure. But it's taking support from 3006. In morning, if it loses 3006, I think then it can actually come back to 2884. But as of now, if market has to bounce, which I'm expecting, and I think 3006 is really, really important. And that's the reason I went long in Amazon in last 5 minutes when I posted that on my Telegram channel. That yes, I'm taking long positions on Amazon. I am taking a positive stance on Amazon because it's holding that level for 2 days. Now, short only below 3006 for 2900. Okay, and this should be in red because it's a short comment. And I will be buy above 30, 20, 30, 30 range, stop loss 3006. And I'm expecting a move towards 3090. 3090 will be a bigger move. 3075 and 3146. I'm really positive on Amazon today. I don't want to do Target anymore. I'm bringing in BA for now. BA is making an inside day and like back to back. It's a hammer condition. I think it's getting ready for a good move, BA. And if we remove the volume, weekly. You see, every time it comes into this situation, it is ready, getting ready for a morning star. So I think this week it might consolidate here and it might give a serious move in the next week. So one thing which I will cover today is the morning star for BA, potential morning star for BA for early next week. I'm expecting something positive for BA over the weekend, or it has earnings as well. So I'm expecting serious move on BA in the next week. So if you want to make a position for earnings, I think you should set it up. That earning weeks will be really, really good for BA. So based on that aspect, I am going to pick it up BA with a see 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 time it came into this area. Let me just 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, 4 time, and the lowest close it had was 175. 175 is a really, really good area to support. So we should keep 174 as our stop loss because 175 is really good, and buy near 175 to 176. If we can enter into BS this range, I think that could be really cool. Target will be 182 and 187.88. Potential morning star on weekly. Run for ER. This is really good. Baba, I don't want to do it. It's not working out. Chinese companies, so I'll wait. Let me just check Baba in the US Chinese market. 09988. It's flat. I'm ignoring Baba for now. I inverted hammer on BA. No, I don't think so. It's a hammer, but not a clean one. So next one I want to do is I have some thing. If I don't have Roku, I want to do Roku. Roku is, again, you see, it's trying to make a M, the similar M it had right here, and it bounced. But it's coming to an area where it has bounced significantly. So if we have to take a trade on Roku, I think it's just tested this, what you call EMA multiple times. Let me just check on the Heikin Nishi as well. It's coming down, 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 and today it made a dodgy. So I think, guys, please hold on to the comments because I need to know about analysis and I get distracted. Please wait. If you have to ask questions, you can join on the conversation when I do. Otherwise, I really get. And Raman, this is not the way. Can we add Roku? I don't do that. I'm doing all these sessions because I'm teaching you how to figure this out. If you still come up and ask me the same thing, It doesn't make any sense. So Roku is flat top, flat top, flat top, and today it made a doji. Tomorrow, if we are going above 116, I think we should be good in Roku. I'll not be entering here, but I'll be entering buy above, and I will not be trying to smart myself and buy early. I want to buy above only 116. My stop loss will be 113.50. Target will be 120.50. And 127. And it's a possible morning star on daily. HA. HA meaning Haikinishi. Caterpillar. I think in this market, if some stocks have to move up, that will be Caterpillar. It's consolidated really, really well in this area. This 225 and 215, it's holding on to this 34 EMA and not able to breach the 12 EMA. I think it has come to a stage where it has to move up. Otherwise, it's no point trading it. So it's consolidating really well, and if market has come down, it's still in that range. So I would hold it for a breakout in Caterpillar. I do not have any position in Caterpillar, but I am positive. I want to buy about 218, stop loss 216, and targets will be 221. Let me just clean into normal candles. 222 and 2. Yeah, targets are good. So it's this consolidation, extreme consolidation, and this the same consolidation happened consolidation in Costco when it was happening around 553, and people lost that patience, and then Costco moved 553 to 610, hit our target. Same thing is here. Caterpillar is consolidating really, really well. I think it's going to go out really, really good once it breaks out from here. WFC did our target of 50 and now came back. Tomorrow they have earnings, so I'm not going to cover any of the banks. So any ticker I see Snow, so let me just pick Snow. Snow did the same thing. It went up and tested 12 EMA and failed and made a hammer. In terms of Haikinishi, let's see. The trend has changed for Snow for sure. Because now we have tack, not flat tops and not a new low. So I think if we consider a stop loss of 207 or 8 on Snow and go long, look for 218 and 228. Change of trend HA on daily. It's positive by above 214. If it goes about 213, 214, I think it's a good area for Snow to go long. AMAT, I don't want to cover. It's so many tickers. Let me cover an airline or CCL. CCL is also like really, really good. I think it's time from CCL AL to move and show some strength. Again, same thing, change of trend in CCL. I'm calling it positive. Stop loss is 1835, which is 23.5 Fibonacci. And as I mentioned, maybe on the call in the afternoon or later in the evening, that all these stickers, American Airlines, CCL, NCLH, and Shoninja LN2T target, it will cross. It has a target of 21. Is not able to breach 21, but I think it's also making up an inverted head and shoulders. If you really look at nicely, it's right there. It's right there. If tomorrow it breaches, along with BA, you can take American Airlines, you can take CCL, you can take NCLH. They're gonna hit in this direction, and they are ready for a breakout. This time when the market moves, this sector will move. Airline and cruise with travel stocks. Keep an eye on this CCL. Buy around 1865. 18. Let me just clear this. Close. Buy near 1860. 19. 1925. 1925 and 2125 is the target. I am 70% positive on this sector. Like BA is also 70%. BA CCL sectorial rotation should happen in travel, airlines, cruise. Home Depot, it's a sell on rise every time it goes up. Just sell this thing. As we discussed last time, it comes around 312. Let's sell this. It came like 313, 314, and we sold it. We did made a lower low, lower high. But again, with the market momentum, it might take some breather here, and it might come like if it has to come, because now the risk reward between shorting is really, really less. If we break about 308, I think we should be all right. So after a long time, I'm neutralizing on HT. But again, if market is weak, do not go on the neutral stock. Go on the stocks which are short. So HD long above 308.25. Stop loss, you see right here, the price section. Today's loss is 305. So 305 is the stop loss. Potential target is 316. And I'm limiting myself to that 60%. Google, I've been an advocate of Google that when it comes to 2500 area, we should take that. And again, see, I don't know whether you like it or not. Fibonacci level comes exactly to the point. 2534, 2534. It broke 2627, and boom. People were thinking it's going to go 3500 after the split, this and that. What happened? Nothing. And if you see a pattern here, right, this one and this one, we should bounce from here. I am considering a bounce, which already did 2534. If you really want to play for earnings, I think Google is a really good area. Now I'm positive on Google. 2534 is an area. Like I don't usually trade on Google. I trade on Google. So please use. There's a difference of $10 there. I am buyer near 2550, 2560. If you really want to buy for split, I think this is a good price to buy in. It has already come down from 3,000, 20% move. So it's a really, really good target is 27, 20, 25. Just change it 25, 90, 26, 27. Netflix. This is all bearish, like all these are making bearish engulfing, but again, it came exactly to the point. That's why I emphasize on Fibonacci. They may be fluke, but it cannot happen so many times. The low is 342.25, 342.25. It's a bearish engulfing candle, but we are away from the EMI significantly. So we should see a bounce towards the EMA. 342, which was the target, is now the stop loss. Buy near 344, 546. And look out for 355 and 365. It almost hit 355 today, but failed. I'm only going to give it 60% and we'll call it neutral. McDonald's, it's coming to an area where I want to buy this. Like it's not able to break 253, but it's coming to this area. If it holds 248, which is my buying area, 247. Yeah, if it comes around 247, I would love to buy this. So everything is there. Microsoft, again, with all the selling Microsoft, every time there is a weakness, just sell the Microsoft and Nvidia. Again, it came exactly to the point of 280 and bounced. So back to back, we have seen some significant correction from Microsoft, almost 10% compared to any other ticker. So at this moment, I will try a long here on Microsoft so that it can come around 295, 296 so that I can short again. Right now I'm riding a bounce on this and my stop loss will be 280. I'm neutralizing it. Stop loss is 280. Buy above 283. 287.50. 291.75. Nvidia did back-to-back shorts. Again, Nvidia came to this zone of 212 to 13. It has bounced and its low is 206.5. So I think it's an area where it has seen some bounce. Again, similar to Google, it is that pattern. People call it mega on pattern, but I just use this to explain. It is coming at the lower end of the support, so it should bounce towards this one. So high possibility of Nvidia doing a bounce here. And stop loss is 212.13. Nvidia stop loss is, I will just say 212.50. Again, I am neutral on it. Buy near 215 to 217. Target is 218.87. 223. Again, there is a possibility of a bounce on NVIDIA. FTX is hovering in this range. It's trying, but it's hovering in this range. So the target is updated to 212 now. That's the only thing in FTX. 209 and 212. Reducing it to 60%. It should move. Shopify. I don't know what should I do with Shopify. I really want to include Twilio. We'll see on Shopify. Last time Twilio had very good earnings, and right now it did made a higher high, higher low. Trend wise, let's check the trend on Hike Nishi. It has definitely changed the trend. So if it comes around 145, I would love to add this with a stop loss of 141. Twilio, I'm neutral because including for the first time. Buy above 145. Stop loss 141. Target is 155 and 162. It's a very high possibility of Twilio going in that direction. I think it's Facebook. Like I really don't want to trade Facebook because it's ugly for me. It has not shown any strength, so I'm ignoring it. Let me try Etsy. Like these are really high beta stocks. So if momentum in the market changes, they can really move these stocks. So ignoring Etsy, let's go back to Lulu. Lulu is making a very clear bull flag. It's bouncing off of 378. I think it's ready for a very big move, Lulu. 403 is the target, 403 and 430. If you want to invest some time on Lulu, I think it should be good. But 403, 429, buy above 378. The risk reward in Lulu is really good. Stop loss is 375. Risk reward is also really good. Bull flag. I'm moving this into a very high category possibility of blue color. I'm 80% confident on Lulu now. So Tesla did 976 back to back in 2 days, which was our target. It's holding up here. And every time it comes, so 979, I think it's the stop loss now. It was strong today, so I'll go with positive. Buy above 995, 996. Target 127, 1027, and 1050. Okay, let me also go through target. Target is consolidating really well. It's also making a bull flag. It needs to cross 236. If it does, I think it will have a really good momentum. Let me just share the link in between. I can read your comments and revert. Please join if you really want to discuss your questions. Again, I'm just saying I'm doing this because I like it. Please use this information and value the time which I'm spending. Discuss. If you cannot do that, I don't know what should I do. So Neelaji, target is looking really good. It's a bull flag, needs to break out. It has failed this 236 area multiple times. I think if something has to happen, it should happen now on target 236 above. Twitter, I'm not picking up Twitter, Raj, because it's so much news related as of now. And I've shared the link for Zoom to connect if anybody's interested. So Twitter is holding on to the 12 EMA, but there is a gap on Twitter which needs to be filled. And today it broke below. So very high possibility to fill the gap at 40 on Twitter. Twitter is a good shot. Yep, possibility Delta Airlines is really good. Can do good for. Hi, my friend. How are you? You can speak. Richard, you can speak. I've unmuted you.
Hey, how's it going, Naval? Can you hear me?
Yes, now I can hear you.
Hold on a second. I'm getting some weird audio feedback.
Okay. So Zen it's trying to hold on to this area. It's moving slowly and steadily in one direction. I think it has to go by 125 to do anything on Zen. I have Kumar zoom this. Patrick, just to be honest, I trade on few limited stocks and they work for me. So I don't jump onto any other specific sectors. I trade on specific sectors which work for me and they give me good returns. So no complaints. Energy, yes, you can trade energy. I used to trade crude futures, so I do not trade these energy stocks. I trade gold futures, so I do not trade commodity stocks. Zoom, I'll check Zoom. Yes, Raghu.
Hi, Naval. Naval, thanks for your time. I would like to know, if you're buying a SPY or a AMD or a Apple, can we go for both the sides, without a strangle? Can I go with a SPY put and calls based on the trend?
Yes, that's the idea. Like when you look at this sheet, right?
Okay.
Let me see Apple. So if Apple is around 168,
okay,
I would love to buy a call of 170.
Okay.
And if it comes to 170, I will book it.
Okay.
That's what I do. I do not trade stocks. I purely trade options based on this sheet.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, today I tried with AMD. First, I bought a put and it was going down. So then I didn't buy the call. I was waiting if it retraces, then I'll buy the AMD. But then I made some small gains. I stopped out early. But today I started with 3 contracts on AMD.
That's fine, but you need to understand the science behind it.
Okay.
Yes. So look at all the Fibonacci. I made so many videos. Try to understand how these things work, and only then execute it. Do not execute before you're getting surety.
Sure. Yeah, I'm trying to learn. and I got some confused. I thought like if you have a time, if you can explain this, if you want
I
to
have
explain.
explained things, but if he asks me a specific question, I can answer.
Yeah, sure.
Explain
Then
it.
I will go back to that video again tonight, and then I will go through it today. And if I
Yeah.
find more information, then tomorrow I will
Yes.
get back.
If you can specify what exactly is missing, I can cover that. But if
Sure.
you ask me to replay everything, then it's like, because I've already
Yeah.
done videos for that, just
Yeah.
only
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, no problems. So Zoom. Yes, Ari.
And Naval Paji, one is about SOXL.
SOXL, semiconductor ETF.
Yeah, the triple leverage semiconductor.
Yeah. So as I said, it has come in an area where it is so far from the EMA, it will go back and test it. So there is a possibility of reasonable bounce in the semiconductor sector as well this week.
Okay.
Yes,
And Paji, what EMS do you use? I'm new to your channel.
12 and 34.
And lastly, how do I join your Telegram group?
You can go to my Twitter and find the link. I posted multiple times over there.
Okay. I have followed you on Twitter. I'll connect with you there. Okay. Thank you, Paji.
No problems.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, Richard, I can hear you.
Oh God, I don't know what happened. Hey, good to talk to you, Naval. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I missed you, man.
You were like not there at all.
I know. This market's just been very difficult for me. So I've been kind of trying to focus only on ES futures versus individual names.
Yeah, that's totally fine. Sometimes I do that, but I've stopped trading futures.
It's just, how hard it is with like losing so many positions on ES or not, individual names. But I was starting to look at some individual names again. I can share my screen if you'd like, and I can go through them.
I'll make you the presenter.
Okay.
And share your screen. Karthik, support looks weak. Karthik, as I said, that there is a gap between SOXL and the EMA. That gap needs to be filled before any further downside. It's like a stock cannot go down every day, otherwise it will become zero. There will be cycles where it will go down, and there will be cycles where it will bounce from that area. Even if today's all the candles are bearish engulfing, but the important thing is that they're all coming to an area where there's significant support. So tomorrow, if there is some gap up, you will see the SOXL also moving on the higher side. Chipotle, we will check Vamshi. Zoom and Chipotle. Yeah, carry on.
Okay, so I have a lift on my screen right here. Can you see it?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, so you see how I have this volume profile on the right side?
Yep.
And we're right here at the bottom of this little node here. So it's kind of like all this volume here, and then like we're right at this node. And if you look and you zoom in here, this looks like it might be a morning star.
Not a clean one, but it needs, like, if it closed at the top, it would have been a morning star.
Closed at the top over here versus down here.
Yes, because in Morningstar, what you need to have is you need to cover the left-hand body totally.
The left-hand body, got it. So I'm not quite above that.
Yes, this means that all the negativities came down. Then there was a doji, which shows confusion, and then there's a price action, which is positive, which overtakes all the negativity, and then that's a change of trend.
Okay, another quick one is Baidu. I've always liked this ticker, but I noticed today on the option chain, there was actually a huge 4,070 short straddle, it looks like. They sold a 135 call and they sold a 135 put on it. So that's what kind of caught my eye on Baidu. And Baidu is also kind of I know you're kind of sour on Chinese stocks, but
No, no
it's-
seller. I just want them to pick up a direction.
so anyway, what do you have any? Are you seeing anything with Baidu right now?
I did see something on Baba, but in case of Baidu, because Baidu has moved significantly from 100 all the way to 150, but Baba did not move that much. I think they might consolidate a little more before doing anything.
Okay. The
Maybe
other
like,
thing, sorry, go ahead.
if you want to play Baba or Baidu, always carry them over the weekend, maybe 1-2 lots.
So you see there's also like this volume node kind of low point here that it really stopped on. So it had the big move off the 106 level. There
Yes,
is like
that
a
day
gap,
when Hang Seng moved like 12%. Yes, it
Yeah.
had a really big move on that day.
but see there's like this gap below that's not filled. So that's what I'm concerned about, that we might come back and fill this gap.
I don't think so. We are going to fill that gap pretty soon. We are going to see, because Chinese government is trying all its best to reaffirm the confidence in the market. So they will not let it go easily this time. So I'm hopeful 90% that this gap will persist. And in case this gap is filled, I think that will show for more consolidation. I don't really want this gap to be filled.
Okay. So if we look at that short strangle of the 135 level, it kind of puts us in between these two fib levels, like between this 50% fib and the 61.8 fib.
Do one more thing on that. Can you check whether there's open interest for them before today, or it's going to be an open interest from tomorrow?
So what's weird is it wasn't on the May 20th option chain. It was on the weekly May 13.
Yeah.
And look at the open interest. There was only 2 on the open interest, and there was 4,000. There's only 14 on the open interest, and there was 4,000. So clearly somebody is making a play for this week.
Yeah, maybe they have earnings during that week, 100%.
Yeah, the earnings are either going to be the week of the 20th or the week of the 13th. It's one of these
somebody's
weeks.
setting up for that move.
Right.
So possible move for earnings, I am sure.
Possible. Yeah, I mean, look at the size of the play, right? It's one contract, 4,000, 4,000. Yeah.
So person has to see at least $20 a move to make any money.
Yeah, but I think it's a short. See, I think it's a short strangle. I think they sold the 135 call and they sold the 135 put because the bid-ask spread was 1050 to 1130, and the price was 1085, so close to the bid on the put side and close to the bid on the call side.
Check the what you call the chart for this. Do we have, because there's no other trade for this, is only single trade. Even the chart will not show anything. This is a trade with the market maker, so I will not go with the bids or the asks, because there's only one trade for this. If you break it down to maybe 1 minute or 15 minutes, see, that's the volume right there. The one big.
Yeah,
that's the only trade, right?
Mm-hmm. Let me scroll. Why can't I see it?
Yes, Patrick, I have done videos on how I pick up options. I usually pick up 1 week, 2 weeks out.
I guess there was just one trade, right? Like that's why.
That's what I'm saying. It's a trade with the market maker. So there's a very high possibility that because market makers do not give you easy money. They give you very significantly bad spreads. So somebody is actually, I will not say they will sell it, because you're not going to sell it for a very bad price.
Right. So somebody's thinking the move is gonna.
There's going to be a
happen then.
significant move of $20 or more.
Okay. Okay. The other one that I just wanted to mention was CRWD.
Yep.
I don't know if you covered that. I don't think you added that to your list.
I did that and it went back, so I exited from crowd. But
So
it's a move which it should have crossed 227 today and hold it. It failed one more time.
so you see it kind of has this, there's
Yep.
this volume profile up top here, this kind of B, this kind of
Right.
volume, and it's right there that it's kind of failing.
No, it's
And then there's-
failing at 227 significantly. You will not see if you like zoom in,
Yeah.
zoom more. Look at all these candles. There's not even a single close above 227.
Hmm.
Not even a single close. And that is what is painful for me, because I tried to enter into this and my target was 239, 249. And I have not seen a single close above 227. Even today it went to 236, but could not hold on to that 227 area.
Got it.
So if you really want to jump, make sure it holds 227. Otherwise, it will consolidate more.
Okay.
But it is definitely up for grabs. Crosses 227 on the close, bang on it, it will move.
I mean, I like how the EMA's crossed here.
Yep.
It stayed above the 12. It came to test the 34 kind of 2 times. It bounced off my 208 level, kind of double bottomed here. And now we've opened up a gap higher, even though we closed kind of back down onto this level, 225 area.
Yes, but again, this is something I want 227. If you can have it like maybe tomorrow's close about 227, buy some positions for Thursday's lotto. You will see some serious move on crowd.
Okay.
The moment it crosses 227, you will just see how significantly it moves.
Got it. And then I know you already talked about NVIDIA, but this what is this, like 212 level?
Should bounce. That's my stop loss.
I mean, look at like on my chart, right? 212, it kind of was resistance here, kind of like played with it. We broke out of it all the way up to 333 and then came all the way back down to exactly 212.
Yeah.
Right.
You should
Back
see
up
some support.
212. I mean, like it seems like 212 is make or break for this stock.
Yep. That's why I
So-
said that there's a possibility in SOXL, AMD, NVIDIA to bounce from here for next 1 or 2 days.
I mean, it just looks like it could be make or break. And then if I take off this fib, so this is kind of like my major fib that I drew.
Uh-huh.
And I also drew kind of a minor fib between them. So, and then you'll see kind of how that level is also really critical.
Yep.
It's 213. So it's like 213, 212 right
Really important.
here.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm not sure which way it'll break here, but I think, if I'm thinking about it here, I think it breaks down from here.
It will break down, but not in this week. It will break down. It will take one more bounce before breaking it down.
One more bounce and then kind of breaking
Then
down. So maybe down to like 166.
I was looking at 187. That was my level.
187. Okay. Okay, I've taken up enough of your time. Thank you again for doing this every night so diligently. I know I don't always attend, but I do watch your videos afterwards.
Thank you for that.
Okay.
Hi, Vasudha.
Hi, Naval. I have a question. Like in the call right now, you mentioned ES does not have a gap and SPY does.
Yes.
What does that mean?
ES is like trading on 24 hours. SPY does not trade on 24 hours.
Okay. Makes sense.
You will see SPY and you will see a gap at 4,400 right here.
Yep.
Few years. There is gap, one big gap at 286
Mm-hmm.
in SPY. There's one gap at 400 to 403. This is the gap. I remember them
Okay.
because, and there's one more gap here, but the significant gap is at 286, which will be filled one time or maybe another time. It will be filled.
It will be fun. Makes sense. That's all I had, Naval. Just one question.
Thank you.
Thank you, Naval.
Yes, Varun.
Hi now. I want to check on Square. Today morning, yeah, it went up, but afternoon it sold off. So is it forming a morning star?
No, it's not forming a morning star. It is definitely changing the trend, but it's not making a morning star. So it's if you really want to trade above 126.50.
126.50. Okay. Yeah, today it touched 130, I think around 130, and it came back.
Yeah, 130 was area where it should see some significant resistance. So
There is supply area, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I have a question. Yeah. Thanks now.
hi Adi. You have anything else?
Yeah, Naval, one quick question. I have Neo at 47. Does it make sense to hold, or I should take my losses and
It's making inverted head and shoulders, so you should hold it for now. At least get some better price.
so what do you think it might I might be able to get to?
I don't know. It's a setup which is taking a shape. If it breaks out, you should see 30, 31 easily.
33?
30, 31 easily.
Okay, and also similarly for Xpeng, my cost basis is 37. So can you just guide me for that also?
It's also making inverted head and shoulders.
Okay, so
it can go to 37 easily, 36,
Okay.
37.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Naval. I'll be joining your Discord from the Twitter and I'll be in touch.
All right. Hi, Hubert.
Hi, Naval. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. Just wanted to put something on your radar. I know that most of the semiconductor stocks actually dropped, but I saw this on the momentum scanner, and the volume print at end of day was really good. It's called Wolf Speed, WOLF.
WOLF. Okay.
Have you traded this before? It seemed pretty strong when everything was dying today.
It's making a morning star for sure.
Okay. Just wanted to get your thoughts and maybe just add this maybe when we're trading semi.
But I have not traded this company ever. I don't even know about this company.
Yeah, me too.
Need to see the volume in this.
So right at close, there was a huge volume print that made it shoot up to the VWAP on the 5-minute chart. Maybe if you look at it,
its volume is fine. 2 million. It's not a bad volume. So this usually is the closing. So maybe somebody, if you break it to 1 minute, it will only come into the last minute. Yeah. Somebody bought 100,000 stocks in that 1 minute. So not a very great, I would say, volume, but significant for a stock like this. It is 15,000, 100,000 and 12,000. So approximately 120,000 volume in 125, 35,000 volume in 3 minutes.
okay. Yeah, the only reason it caught my eye was AMD, Nvidia, even SOXL. Everything was just dying today. This one actually held up pretty well.
See, market is already 44.60.16, and if you look at NQ, I think it should be around 14,000 something. Yeah, 14,040. And if you look at daily candles, it exactly bounced from 13,900 today. It hit 13,881 and bounced. And now we are significantly like 500 points away from the EMA. So we should move towards it simply. So that's the reason I'm not going short. So
Awesome.
tomorrow we might see some good rally.
Naval, last thing, can you share your settings for your morning scanner? And I've seen the inside day scanner, not the double inside day, the single inside day.
Inside the I'll paste this in the chat.
Thank you so much, Naval.
1 second. I pasted, just copy this because as soon as I close it, it will go.
Yep, getting it right now. Thank you, Naval.
Around. All right, guys. Thank you. Well, see you over the weekend because tomorrow we are not. Tomorrow we will. Let's see if we are doing it or not.